when it comes down to it, what is a huge form of sales sabotage that salespeople create for themselves and they don't even know it, and it has to do with commissions? This is an important question. I'm Scott Bell. I'm coming to you live from Honolulu, Oahu, on a perfect day to talk about sales, perfect day to talk about you. Sun just set, a little breezy, got the trade winds going, perfect day. So I'm in the forums the other day and I'm looking around, and this guy says, I found a product, a widget, a gizmo. I've been searching for this thing forever. I've wanted to buy it. I found the best price, but I've got one hang up. And the hang up is the sales guy who sells it to me is going to make a pile of money. And let's just say it's 20 grand. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, it's 20 grand. And so everybody's in there going, dude, just buy the thing. Why are you so caught up in, one, shopping for the best price, and two, so worried about what the sales guy is going to make? And I see this happen occasionally. It's not something that I'm like, man, I see this a ton. It's something that I see occasionally where salespeople, because they know that other salespeople get paid on commission, they start calculating stuff in their head and they start going into greed mode. And anytime that the greed gland gets enticed or the greed gland gets squeezed, something bad is going to happen. Something bad always happens, whether it's a salesperson, whether it's a buyer. And this guy just couldn't get over the fact that someone was going to make some money off of him. And the reason why I say this is sales sabotage is this guy is a salesperson. This is what he does day in and day out. This guy sells stuff and he makes money off of selling stuff, but he's got a problem when somebody else makes money off of him. No. Like, for me, that sends up red flags. That sends me going, there's a problem here. There's an issue here. This guy doesn't recognize that he's creating problems for himself. One, when somebody says, I've been shopping for this thing for months or years in this extended amount of time, I'm like, what else could you have been doing with your time? I mean, it's one thing to send out 1 or 2 emails and say, how much is it? But it's stopping him from moving forward. Now, this tells me, like at the back of my brain, because I've been writing with salespeople for so long, that this guy is a price salesman, one end of the spectrum. The other end of the spectrum is he doesn't let price go and he loses deals, okay? So there's usually this kind of hang up when somebody is just, that's what it is. They're caught up all about money. It's all about the money. It's all about greed. It's all about, and instead of just moving on and saying, great, I got great service, I got great things from the company, the sales guy did me right, I'm gonna send him some business. No, I'm gonna be caught up on how much money this guy makes. And so if this is you, you gotta let it go. You just gotta go, hey, you're in sales, I'm in sales, you're gonna make some money, I'm gonna make some money. It's part of the game. It's part of what we do. It's part of how we get paid, right? So here's the other thing. If you're such a stickler that there's no modifications, like somebody comes to me and says, hey Scott, I don't like your packages that you offer, I want a discount. I might say, hey, we might be on the wrong package, why don't we move you over? Why don't we go this direction? But I see this with salespeople where they get so caught up that they have to sell the most expensive item or the item that's going to give them the most amount of commissions. It creates all sorts of sales sabotage. It creates a ton of problems because instead of focusing on the client, focusing on their product, their problem, their risk, or the issues that they're having, they're calculating money in their head going, all right, if I sell XYZ package, I'm going to make 10 grand. If I sell 1, 2, 3 package, I'm going to make 20 grand. Okay, so if this is you, it could be a form of huge sales sabotage. You could be leaving money on the table. You could be missing deals, and all because you squeeze the greed gland. Squeeze the greed gland, right? It's a mistake. It is sales sabotage. It does cause problems. It is an issue, but like I said, it doesn't come up nearly as much as like some of the other things that I see with sales sabotage. If you are so caught up that another salesperson is going to make money off of you, or you are so caught up in getting paid the most amount on the most expensive item, you are losing deals and you're spending too much time in the wrong place. There you go. Today's one of those asbestos underwear days, as my mom refers to them as. My mom will say, hey, we're gonna have one of those asbestos underwear conversations. They just flipped their outrigger. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Here, let's take a look. Look at that, right there, they flipped their outrigger. And then here's what I'm gonna do for you. Look, I'm in Honolulu. Look at that sunset. Look at that sunset, it's fantastic today, right? So there you go. There's your asbestos underwear lesson. Lots of stuff going on here today. If you get caught up in salesperson making money on you and whatever your range is, if you think it's too much, or you get caught up in like, I got to get paid the most out of everything that I can off of every single deal, even if it's the wrong product, service, widget, or gizmo for the buyer, huge form of sales sabotage. Huge form of sales sabotage. You got one thing to do from here, just one thing. Find the subscribe button, click on it every time I send out a video. You'll get an update. It's the Scott Bell Consultant, sending another fantastic video, probably from a cool location. Today, I'm in Honolulu. Check this out. Look at this. Like this. Bam, look at that. Look at that. Good sunset today. Good colors. The wind died down now that it's time for me to shoot some videos. We'll see you soon. Aloha.